Once upon a time, in a quiet town surrounded by green hills and silver rivers, there lived a young man named Ethan. He was smart, ambitious, and full of dreams. From a very young age, Ethan wanted to leave his small town and build a great life in the big city. His parents, Mr. and Mrs. Cole, loved him deeply, and though their hearts ached at the thought of him leaving, they always encouraged him to chase his dreams. Ethan's mother used to say, "No matter how far you go, son, remember, home is not a place, it's the people who love you." He would smile and nod, but in truth, he didn't really understand those words. Not yet. When Ethan turned 21, he moved to the city. Everything was new and exciting. Tall buildings, bright lights, endless crowds, and countless opportunities. He worked hard, got a good job, and soon became successful. His days were filled with meetings, parties, and plans for the future. In all this busyness, he slowly drifted away from his family. He would call his parents once a month, then once every 2 months, and soon, almost never. His mother kept waiting for his calls, sitting near the old landline phone every evening. His father, who had once been full of energy, had grown quieter with time. But they never complained. Every time Ethan did call, they sounded happy. Just hearing his voice was enough for them. Years passed. Ethan was now 30, living in a luxurious apartment with everything he once dreamed of, except peace. Every night when the city lights faded and silence took over, he felt something missing. A strange emptiness filled his heart. He tried to fill it with work, friends, and success, but nothing worked. Then one day, he got a call. It was from his hometown neighbor. She said in a soft, trembling voice, "Ethan, your mother has been very sick. She's been asking for you." Ethan froze. For the first time in years, tears filled his eyes. He packed his bags and rushed home the very next morning. When he reached the small house he grew up in, it felt different. The walls seemed older, the garden smaller, and the air quieter. Inside, his father sat beside his mother's bed, holding her hand. His mother's face lit up the moment she saw him. Weak but smiling, she said, "You came. I knew you would." Ethan knelt beside her, holding her fragile hands tightly. He realized how much time he had lost, chasing things that didn't matter as much as the people who loved him most. His mother whispered, "I just wanted to see you happy, and now I can rest peacefully." She closed her eyes and smiled one last time. The days after her funeral were the hardest. Ethan stayed in his childhood home with his father. They barely spoke, but sometimes silence speaks more than words. One evening, Ethan found an old box in his mother's cupboard. Inside were letters, small gifts, and photographs of him from childhood, first day of school, birthdays, and his graduation. On top was a letter she had written to him years ago, but never sent. It read, "My dear Ethan, life will take you far from home, and that's okay. But always remember, success means nothing if you can't share it with the people who love you. Family is not your weakness, it is your strength. Love them while you can. Mom." Ethan's tears fell on the paper as he whispered, "I'm sorry, Mom. I should have been here." After that day, everything changed. Ethan decided to stay in his hometown for a while. He spent time with his father, helped repair the old house, and started visiting neighbors he hadn't seen in years. Slowly he began to rediscover the warmth of home, the laughter, the shared meals, the quiet comfort of belonging. One Sunday morning, he and his father went fishing by the river, just like they used to when he was little. The golden sunlight danced on the water, and for the first time in a long time, Ethan smiled, a genuine, peaceful smile. His father looked at him and said, "Your mother would be proud of you." Ethan nodded. "I just wish I had understood it sooner, how much family means." His father replied softly, "Life teaches us when we're ready to learn. What matters is you're here now." Months later, Ethan opened a small art cafe in town, dedicated to his mother. He named it Home Brew. It became a place where people met, shared stories, laughed, and spent time together. A reminder that the simplest moments are often the most beautiful ones. On one wall, he hung his mother's words in a frame. "Family is not your weakness, it is your strength." People would often stop to read it, smile, and sometimes wipe away a tear. Years passed, and Ethan became known not just as a successful man, but as someone who brought people together. He realized that while the world outside offers many things, fame, money, luxury, none of it could ever replace the comfort of family, the warmth of a hug, or the love that waits for you no matter how far you go. And whenever he saw families sitting together in his cafe, laughing and talking, he felt a sense of peace he had never known before. In the end, Ethan learned the greatest truth of life: that family is not just a part of your life, it is your life. You can build a house anywhere, but a home is built only where love lives. So, call your parents. Hug your siblings. Spend time with those who care about you, because time will never stop, but memories with family will always stay. Moral of the story: family is the foundation of everything. No matter how high you rise or how far you go, you'll always need the people who were with you from the beginning. Cherish them while you still can, because one day, memories will be all you have left.